So in this video, we'll be looking at controllers, what actually happens in a controller. Now, like the name suggests, controller, they control things in the literal, uh, in a normal sense. So they actually does more than just control things. They're actually one of the uh, main things you need to know in Laravel. So, writing your own controller, you can see Laravel provides us with a detailed documentation on controller. So let's just close this and actually create our own controller. So I'll show you how to create a controller. Very simple. Just come here, create a new tab in your terminal, and just run the command php artisan make controller, and we want to give this a name, which is the home controller. So click enter, and this will create a new controller. Now if you check your app http controllers, you can see the controller that we just created. So let's just go over to our page, and we don't want to return this right here. We don't want to return a view. So whenever a user visits our root URL, the base URL, we want to return, we want to perform some logic and actually return the view, and we want to do this within the controller. So this will be get, and right here we say comma, and we use the square bracket and say home controller, and say home controller, right? And this will be a class. And right here we specify the method that we want to use within that class. So I want to use the index method, and this will be within a quote, and this is all we need to do. But we need to actually bring in, use that uh, that controller. So this is it. And one of the requirements for this video lesson is you need to know PHP very well. So you need to know namespacing in PHP. It's actually very important in Laravel, because everything in Laravel is object written. So everything as is written with objects. So you need to be really good with writing object programming with PHP. So if we go over to that controller, and we need to create this method right here. So this will be a public method, and let's just say public function, and this will be an index. And right here I want to return, just like we did earlier, I want to return a view, and this view name will be home. And let's just close this. And if we should come over here and refresh, you can see we have my first page. Now we can decide to return another thing. Let's just say return uh, home, and let's just comment this, and let's just refresh. You can see we return a string, and let's just close this. So we're returning a view right here, and you can see that in our view. Let's just go over to our view, which is the home, and we can actually do another thing. We can actually design this page, or we can just return another view. We can call this welcome to actually see the first page we did, and you can see. So this is how you work with controllers. So let's just go over and design. We can choose to design this page and do whatever we want with it.